So what's the deal with Stephen A. Smith? He's been the center of mixed martial arts controversy many, many times. He's an announcer for ESPN. Last year talked about how Donald Cerrone gave up against Conor McGregor, and he made headlines once again the other day saying he does not want to see women fighting in the octagon. It's 2021, dude. What is wrong? I will read you his full quote. Here's what he said. He talks about men versus women as well, and he just talks about women fighting. Here goes. First of all, I love it. I think there's an awful lot of women who are incredibly qualified to do the jobs they're doing. Where I jump off the bandwagon is where they try to engage physically. What? For example, I don't ever want to see a woman boxing a man. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a woman in the UFC fighting a man, even though there are some women out there that will kick the dude's butt. There's a lot of women out there that can kick dudes' butts. That's okay. I'm going to keep going. When I think about the sport, I don't like to see women involved in it at all. At all. So he went from not wanting them to fight men to not wanting to see them fight at all. At all. I just don't like it. I wouldn't promote legislating laws to prohibit them from doing so, but I don't want to, well, thank you. But I don't want to see women punching each other in the face. I don't want to see women fighting in the octagon and stuff like that. That's just me. So he goes on to talk once again about how he doesn't want to see them fighting men. But the center of that story is that he doesn't want to see them fighting at all. He just didn't leave it at, I don't want to see them fighting men. He mentioned how he doesn't want to see them fighting at all against each other. What's the difference between men fighting men and women fighting women? There's no difference whatsoever. It should have always been a thing. There's men out there that don't want to fight. There's women out there that don't want to fight. And that's okay. But there are men and women out there that want to make their living as a professional fighter, whether it be boxing, MMA, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, whatever. And why shouldn't it be equal for everybody? It's absolutely ridiculous that in 2021, there's a guy working for ESPN named Stephen A. Smith, and he doesn't want to see women fighting. I don't know how ESPN is still employing this dude. Look, I'm making this video from my house. This guy is much more famous than I am, but things need to be said about people like Stephen A. Smith. There are a ton of fighters now reacting as well, and I'll read you some of their tweets. Joanna Young-Jacek, I appreciate your transparency, although I wish everyone at ESPN and throughout the world saw women's sports in a positive light. I assure you that women don't need your support. Good for you. Great. Amazingly said, Joanna. Laura Sanko, she uses an emoji covering up her face. A lot I want to say, but I think the emoji sums it up just fine. Cyborg says, come on, son. Who else we got? Tim Kennedy. Hey, Stephen A. Smith, how about you shut up and not tell women what to do for their career? I fully agree with Tim Kennedy. Julie Kedzie says, hi, ESPN. If you intend to continue giving Stephen A. Smith a platform to preach inequality in sports, you are taking an incredible risk at alienate fans and athletes alike. It is incredibly disappointing that you would promote a person who is so against women in sports. Like, I don't get it. Gilbert Burns, who even cares what this guy wants to see? Close your eyes. Angela Hill, shut up. Jessica I. I'm not mad at you for your comments. I wouldn't expect you to be educated on female fighters fighting. I've seen you fall asleep during during the live fight broadcast. Make sure your opinion is educated, especially when you have a microphone and able to influence others. That's very well said as well. But I'm going to go back to my thing. I don't know how in 2021 Stephen A. Smith is allowed to make those type of comments and still able to work for ESPN. Come on, ESPN. Do the right thing. This guy doesn't deserve a platform. He doesn't deserve a microphone. Get him off your network. You host the UFC. You are giving these female fighters a platform to fight on ESPN Plus. And you have a guy there that is against it. Come on, do the right thing.